Welcome Cancer to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 15th of January for the Sun or the Ascendant. Jupiter and Uranus continue in the part of your situation to do with your future, your friendships, your connections, your network and your associations. The link with Mars, which reached the peak last Friday, continues. It's obviously stretching out a little bit, but that trine really can give you a lot of enthusiasm to work collaboratively with someone who you find really understands your passion for things, and between you really bounce off each other and can prove to be a great team. But also Mercury in your sector of relating is helping you to maybe see some situations in a slightly different way, because Mercury was going through that rather long retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius, then moved into your 7th house back into Sagittarius. There's been something that's been a niggle, particularly around some kind of practical matter, and it's been hard to get clarity, but Mercury is actually forging an excellent link with Saturn this week too. Saturn's in the part of your situation to do with your higher truths, but also any legal matter that requires some input or some advice looks favourable for you too as well. Venus in your sector of sacrifices, however, is in a right angle with Neptune. In a home situation, whether it's loved ones or a partner, if there's a lack of collaboration over who does and contributes what on the domestic front, that could be a little bit draining. If you do meet someone for the first time and they're rather enchanting, I feel that Venus square Neptune is an aspect which encourages us not to put anyone on a pedestal too quickly. With all these exciting energies in your sector of relationships, it would be possible to use the more idealistic energies of Venus and Neptune, but in some ways get them tangled up with the desire to have positive involvements. So that's just one to be a little bit careful around, and that peaks on Friday. The quarter moon, however, on Thursday suggests around your professional situation, the moon in your 10th house, maybe someone isn't going to be as inclusive or appreciative of your efforts as much as you would like, but keep thinking very positively about your relationships, because on Saturday we have the Pluto Cazimi. This will be the last in this sign in Capricorn for 220 years. So that's your sector of relating. Now it's possible that this can stir up some very deep feelings, perhaps some feelings that have been dormant about people who are no longer in your life, people who've made way. Perhaps you've taken the decision to leave certain involvements of any kind, friendships, connections, family ties, or romantic relationships, or this particular alliance can give you an incredible insight into what you really yearn for. But later on Saturday, the Sun relocates into the sign of Aquarius. It's diving deep into your 8th house, very psychological, and the part of our situation which can be to do with deep transformations, and that's going to be there for the following 4 weeks, but it's joined on Sunday by Pluto. And of course, Pluto moving into Aquarius is a massive deal for this year. It's going to be there for 38 weeks. Perhaps there was or have been quite a lot of conversations recently. I think the Sun and Pluto connecting in your 8th house is going to see you want to analyse them very carefully, particularly if there is someone that you're finding rather gripping and exciting to be around. If you can get an understanding of what's drawing you to them, what's triggering that excitement, or if it's an opposite thing, if there's somebody that you're wanting to separate from, that conjunction between the Sun and Pluto on Sunday is definitely going to give you a huge amount of food for thought. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you've yet to check out your year 2024 deep dive video, please see the link beneath this video. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac forecast and understand what year 2024 will hold for you in terms of your personal astrology, If you give me 3 pieces of unique birth data of time, date and place, or date and place if you don't know your time, I'll produce for you your transit forecast for the next year, which is how the planets in the sky are interacting with your natal birth chart. No two natal birth charts are exactly the same, and this information will give you searing insights into what you can expect, but also how you can plan your responses in advance. There's also 30% off, and in my special package you'll get your free zodiac, love, Chinese and Indian forecast for all 12 signs for the next year. Please see the link beneath this video for more.